Okay, guys, so I don't know how to say this, and I'm going to be straightforward with this. Um, you know, where I come from, in the part of Colombia I come from, there's a lot of bombings going on right now. We are having terrorist attacks because, I keep on telling people that Colombia is in a civil war. Obviously, a lot of passport bros like to poke fun of me, saying that that's all I talk about. And they like to say that I'd like to change the subject, but this is a real thing to the common everyday Colombian. We have been in a civil war for like 70 plus years. You have left wing guerrilla groups and right wing power militaries, and you have the central government all going at each other. And Colombians get caught in the crossfire. There were two or three bombings in the city of Cali. And if, for those who know, my paternal side is from Cali. My maternal side is from a town close by, which I don't like to mention. I have mentioned it before because I don't want people going there and messing up my town. You have some in the northern Cauca province, which is a separate department, what you call a state in the United States, which is close to where I'm from. There has been a bombing that a tunnel collapsed. 7 people have perished. I'm trying to figure out what's, making sure that everybody's okay. My pops is, in the background, just listening to everything. The battalion that is close, well, it's not close to my mom's house, but I had friends that I grew up with that they used to have like a home near the battalion.
Estábamos acá en clase, acá al frente del batallón y acabaron de sonar dos bombas acá al frente por toda la 31 más o menos como por el bosque. Uy, no, estoy temblando, Dios mío. Todo esto retumbó, los techos retumbaron, todo el mundo está como loco.
Where it got bombed in a small town where I'm from. So, yeah, this is what's really happening, and I find it, really odd that the passport bros, because, you have regular tourists, and I understand not everybody follows up on social economic history, but, passport bros don't understand that, it's a real war that's going on in Colombia. You have
get tired of these economies that say that certain things are legal, and then all of a sudden we go there to enjoy those legal activities, then they go, oh no, they're not legal now.
Imagine having family members being kidnapped. Imagine family members getting caught up in a bomb or in the middle of a shootout between the government and military forces that are considered terrorist organizations by the national, international organizations like the United Nations. And you got knuckleheads like this guy complaining that we're not letting he cannot have access to women, that he cannot pleasure his pee boy behavior. And guys want to sit here and argue why I'm pissed off. And sit here and argue why we were pissed off, and then I'm sorry, I got something in my throat, and call us racist.
Because she's a baby in Colombia, and she's rocking out with her analytics and the commentary of other racist ass Latinos in her comments.
Except the vice president of Colombia is a black Afro-Colombian woman who said that she does not want sexual tourists coming to Colombia. And you're just using this race card because you are trying to deflect from the fact that you are a sexual deviant and don't want to take accountability. Passport Goofy! Actual combat situations, it's almost election time. So, certain groups that are considered outside of the margin of law start becoming more active. So, yeah. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I grew up with it. I've been in it. It still happens. They've been kind of quiet in the last couple of years. And, people don't understand that, it's serious business. Colombia has gotten a lot safer, especially in the last, when 26, right? The last 10 years, because the peace process with the biggest guerrilla group was in 2016. But yeah, it's disconcerting right now. And it's a little bit saddening, a little bit shooken up. Okay, so I just found out that another department, which is a state, what we call a department or a province, got bombarded on the Pan American Highway, which is basically a highway that stretches all the way from Colombia all the way down to Argentina, to the bottom part. So you have 3 different departments or provinces. I come from El Valle del Cauca, which is the Cauca Valley. Then you have below it, which is another department called Cauca, which you have a lot of military groups. Also, you have a lot of indigenous groups. And then you have Nariño, which is the third one, which is the one right before Ecuador. I want to send out a message to you passport bros, you expats, and all the immigrants who want to come with all you fancy names, who want to go to Medellin, and you want to rule it like it's on top of McDonald's, your way or the highway, and then you threaten us that you will leave and that we will not see your dollar. Do you think that we care after everything we're going through? Colombians are too proud. A pride cannot be bought. What will you do if one day you wake up and you will see soldiers in front of your house or your rental apartment or your Airbnb that are not the Colombian military? What would you do then? Because that has happened to me. And I'm going to tell you something that you don't know. Things are going to ramp up from here on out. How many times have I warned you? Guys, be careful. Guys, don't act like that way. Guys, don't misbehave. And the first thing you do, you're just jealous. You're just jealous because we got bigger pickles than you. And we have more money. And we're more powerful. And we're whiter. And we're from the United States of America and everything else. And we're blacker than you. And we're going to take all your women. What will you do when the day that you wake up and you go outside and you will find military personnel that is not from the Colombian government? Granted, the Colombian government is doing an excellent job in protecting Medellin and in protecting Bogota and in protecting the areas where it controls most of its wealth. But people are getting very bold. People are getting very bold, and the elections are coming. Things are going to get worse from here on out. So what will you do? Are you going to listen to me, or are you going to act like a Karen? The microphone went out of battery, so I want to tell you this because this is the most important part. If you're a regular tourist, don't worry about it. They're going to overlook you, whether it be the military groups, whether it be the government. They're going to look the other way when it comes because we understand you're tourists. But for you passport bros and for you expats, for the ignorant people who come to Colombia and treat Colombia like it was like Starbucks. I ordered my latte 3 minutes ago, but I needed 10 minutes ago. Your attitude is going to get you in trouble. Stop accusing us racism. Stop accusing us as being xenophobic. Stop accusing us of not caring, because we're trying to watch out for you. And we're telling you in more ways than one, but you guys don't want to listen. Because the foreigner, he thinks he's so up there that he has to be right, and only he is correct. They think they're masters of the universe. And that type of attitude will get you into trouble. And don't get pissed off at us when we say, I told you so, if you got yourself hurt. This is the Latino way of thinking. Mexicans do it. Panamanians, Brazilians, Colombians, Argentinians, heck, even Italians do it. This is called tough love. Don't put your hand on the stove, little Johnny. Don't put your little hand on the stove because you're gonna get burnt. And then the kid starts crying. Don't cry. I told you not to cry. If you cry, I'm gonna make you cry. You're gonna have something to cry about. Okay? This is called tough love. You guys need to learn how to take responsibility for your actions, because the North American way is to blame everybody else except you. You blame the Arabs, you blame the Chinese, you blame the Russians, you blame the Jewish people, you blame the Latinos, you blame everybody else except you. It is your behavior that's getting you into trouble, okay? And if something happens to you after we told you 5 million times not to do it, then don't get pissed off when we say, well, we told you so. And that's it. Once again, this is Ray Condor signing off.
Y solo al momento se encuentran daños materiales dentro de las instalaciones.